There's been some really crazy news about the iPhone 16, and in a lot of ways, I genuinely cannot believe exactly what's going on here. Because for once in a long time, there's been a lot of crazy things that have been happening with these particular iPhones for the last couple of years. And what's so crazy is that as of this point, it looks to me that for the most part, Apple is basically going to go through and they're essentially going to basically go back into basically their old ways. They're essentially going to go through and they're going to bring back the same layer chipsets that they basically had before. So for those of you who don't remember, since I think the iPhone 14s, they kind of have given their two devices a little bit of a different type of chipset, but especially since the iPhone 15s, these were the two devices that really gave us a big difference. So the iPhone 14s, they started kind of giving us two different chipsets. The Apple A15 body chips that were inside of the previous iPhones, and then the iPhone, the Apple A16 chips that were inside of the iPhone 14 Pros. So those particular devices gave us a little bit of a different type of experience on both, which was actually very crazy because they were actually going through and essentially kind of dimming down those particular versions of softwares that they had on previous phones. So I think that was actually a very crazy thing that was going on there. I don't really know why they did that. I mean, I know why they did it, but they were trying to save money and cut corners here and there, which I thought was very, very interesting. But what ended up happening on top of all of that was they basically went through and they basically gave us some of the different type of layer chipsets they had before, and I don't know why they did that. But they did something really interesting this last couple of years, but now it looks like Apple's going to change that back into giving us a standard type of chipset that they haven't given us like that before. So it looks like with the iPhone 16s, what they're going to do is that the iPhone 16 standard model is going to give us the Apple A18 chip inside of that. So I think that's going to be a very, very interesting thing that's going to happen there. But then with the iPhone 16 Pros, what they're going to do is they're probably going to give us the A18 Pro chip inside of that one. So this in and of itself is going to be a very interesting thing that they're going to end up doing here. Now, I don't know for a fact if they're going to end up doing this or not, we're going to have to see. But that in and of itself would be a super crazy thing if they were going to end up doing that. Because if they were to go back on their ways and, make these older type of phones like they normally would, I generally do think that's going to be a very, very cool thing. And I'm so excited to see what ends up happening in the future with these particular devices. Now, again, I have no idea what they're going to do. But if they're going to bring back the same type of chipsets that they had before, I think that's going to be a very interesting and honestly a very good thing that Apple should probably end up doing sooner than later. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.